a good practice Sunday. You know, we came in, we did a little Friday workout, and then Saturday everybody was off, and then Sunday they got to come back and got a good practice. Full practice Sunday, and then Monday for classes they were off with the Labor Day weekend, and so now we're ready to go. It's like we talk about. They already know the speech. It wouldn't have mattered if we won by 100 or we took the L like we did. We're going to forget about it that night and get 24 hours to enjoy it, and then move on and go do what you got to do. Well, the big thing coming in is one, we got to do some punt return stuff. We got to show up our punt cover team. We can't give up a big punt return like that. And, just some basic tackling. Getting used to the speed of the game, and I think a little bit it's just understanding you can't be so excited that you run out of energy halfway through the second quarter. Some of our guys, it wasn't our play total on offense or defense. A lot of it was just, like Word and Dimitri and some of those guys, they just ran out of gas. I mean, they were tired by the end of this. By halftime, they were exhausted, and I really think it was just they got too amped up for too long. I mean, Ethan Morris never cramps up. He goes all day, every day, and then all of a sudden he's getting tight. Jerry Rome's the same way, and so it was just, hey, let's calm down and play a little bit, and hopefully, just get into the flow of it. Creeks played really well, and you look at Creeks and look at Ray Dupree, I really think we upgraded with those two positions. I thought we did a good job just in Ray being here, and then finally just turning it over to him and letting him go play it. And I thought Ray did good. I thought Tevin did good. I mean, it was some good recruiting. Tevin's long, could have had to pick, on our sideline there, and, he was really hurt by that one. But just his overall consistency, I think that's what I really enjoyed watching him play. And it's going to be neat to see Tevin play this weekend at that position, just due to those guys throwing the big ball and the play action pass like they like to do. I really did. There was a couple throws, going in that third quarter drive. We'd like to not see that little pitch to Jerry and Rome and that guy make a play on it. But there was a lot of good things that he did. That just his calmness. I thought he ran the ball really well. He ran the ball more aggressive this year than what we had him doing last year, and that's going to help our offense over a period of time. But there was a lot of improvement. Just his steadiness. I thought he was better on the sideline. I thought he just handled himself with a lot more poise. Really did, with Eddie Williams coming in and Jeremy, ran the ball really well. And, Jeremy did what we kind of thought he could do, but he was another guy, he was just kind of, I don't know if he never got his second win and could never really get going, and I think he was so amped up, he kind of hit the exhaustion button a little bit too, so we just got to maybe condition a little bit more this week and get him ready to play. But I was really happy with Jeremy. I thought he did a lot of good things. And then Eddie coming in, that's going to give us that 1-2 punch that we really need. And Devon Pay, he's just got to grow a little bit. We held Devon out a little bit during camp because of his knee was hurting him a little bit, and so now that's going to hopefully give us a three-headed monster there. Well, it really did. I thought Terry Banks played well. Russell Hot James was coming back a little bit from a little knee injury he had during camp, and he got beat a couple times, but he played pretty steady. I thought Austin Carson and Garrett Newman played as hard as they've ever played, and I thought that was a really neat thing to see Garrett, step up, because that was, one of our goals was to try to get some high school guys and let those guys mature and play, and it was neat to see Austin and Garrett play really well together. Right, we did. I watched them a little bit then, and then I watched their game last night. They replayed their game live on TV last night, again, a delay tape deal of their television coverage, and so I watched that one again last night. And up front, they're really good. Their two tailbacks, those two brothers, are playing really well. And, I was just telling them, our defensive line, I told Coach Watson this morning when I walked in, I said, we can't let those guys both go off for 300 yards. If those guys can go off for 300 yards and then throw the play action pass and things like that, it's going to be tough on us to win. So our D-line and our linebacker corps has got to be really ready to play this week for sure. And they scored all the points. They had a block kick, so we got to make sure we're good in punt team. And then, they had a short drive for a yard and things like that. And so their quarterback was, he did what he needed him to do. He threw two big-time play-action passes early in the game to get him down for a short score and things like that. But, you look at their third down percentage, you're thinking 1 out of 10, they should score as many points and have the drives they did, but they sure did. Yeah, defensively, they've got number 7 for him. Fox is an All-American candidate, and he's playing great right now. He really got after Central Washington for sure, so we're going to have to know where he is. Got a really good nose, interior tackle kid that's playing real well. Their 2 inside linebackers are kind of unknown right now, but their secondary, their corner play is fantastic right now. So, Dimitri and Xavier and those guys are really going to have to step up their game. Terrence Drew's going to have to play really well this week on the perimeter. We're going to have to stretch him. He's going to mix a lot of coverage, play a lot of too deep, too high safety stuff, and get in and out of the box. And so it's going to be something we're going to have to be just really solid. And when we do get the shot to go downfield, we're going to have to complete it.